Identify the tree from its leaf shown in the given figure. Yes, so the leaf is that of like neem, banana, maple, and peepal. So we know that here from this picture, the leaf is of a peepal tree only, right? Option D is the correct answer. Some of the hints are given here. So we have to identify which animal is this. So I have a tail and gills like a fish. I swim in water, but I can jump on land when I will grow up. Who am I? Right? So here maggot, nymph, caterpillar and tadpole, all the young ones are given here. We have to find out which is the correct answer. So we know that here option D, that is tadpole, right? So tadpole is the young one of a frog, right? So what will happen? It hatches from eggs in water and they have gills and tails like a fish. Yes, when they are young, it looks like a fish only. And also when they are young, they will breathe through their gills only. But when they grow up, what will happen? It turns into an adult frog that has four legs. But they do not have, that will disappear. Their tail will disappear and they do not have any gills. Yes, and they can jump and hop on land. Yes, so the correct answer is option D, tadpole. Next question. How many of the items given in the box are non-biodegradable? Here are some of the items given such as paper cup, steel ruler, ceramic tile, coin, wooden table, plastic bowl and orange peel. So biodegradable and non-biodegradable, right? So among these items, yes, so some of things that can decompose after some time in the soil, they are biodegradable, and that they cannot decompose, they are non-biodegradable, right? So out of these options, we can see that in the given items here, paper cup, yes, paper cup, and also wooden table, orange peel are biodegradable, right? Paper cup, yes, and also here wooden table and also the orange peel. They are biodegradable, whereas this steel ruler, ceramic tile, coin, and also the plastic bowl, they are non-biodegradable. Yes, so from the options 4, 3, 5, and 2, we have 4 non-biodegradable items. Correct? A is the correct answer. Next, which of the following is a healthy cooking habit? So avoid use of excess water for cooking, avoid overcooking the food, washing vegetables before cutting them, all of these. So all of these are healthy cooking habit, right? We should use avoiding using of excess water for cooking, avoiding overcooking the food, washing vegetable before cutting them. These are all healthy cooking habit only. So the correct answer is option D, all of these. Next, Surya Selang is a traditional dress worn by the men of, yes, worn by the men of West Bengal, Assam, Odisha, and Himachal Pradesh. Yes, so Surya Selang is a traditional dress worn by the men of Assam. Yes, option B is the correct answer. Next one. The given picture represents the force. Yes. So we have different types of force, right? So here in this picture, you can see that a tree is there, an apple tree. So the apple is falling from this tree, right? So we know that gravity is the force that is pulling objects towards the earth. Earth is pulling everything towards it. So here an apple that breaks from the branch and that is falling down. Yes. So that will falls towards the earth instead of that they will not go upwards or sideways, they will fall down only, right? So we can say that this is due to the gravitational force only, correct? Not of like muscular frictional force. The correct answer is option B, gravitational force. Everything which is falling down due to gravitational force on gravity. B is the correct answer. Next, which of the following sense organs will help Raghav to find out that fur of rabbit is soft? Yes. So he want to touch. When he touch it, he will be able to know whether the fur of rabbit is soft, right? So which sense organ is helping them to identify that? Yes. So the correct answer is option C, that is skin, right? So that he will be able to know. Next, if we watch a ship sailing away from the seashore, and we will find the ship disappears from our sight gradually. So this happens due to, yes, waves of the sea, gravitational pull of the earth, salty water of the sea, or curved surface of the earth. Right. So here For example, if we are if we are in the seashore or something like that, so if we watch a ship that is sailing away from the seashore, yes, so we will always find that the ship is disappears from our sight gradually, right? Yes, so first what will happen, the lower part will disappear first, then the upper part, right? So what is actually happening here? Yes, so this will happen due to, because it is sailing, the ship is sailing on a curved surface on the earth only, right? This is happening due to curved surface of the earth. First, due to the curved surface of the earth, lower part disappears first, then the upper part. Correct. So the correct answer is option D. It is due to curved surface of the earth. Next, the dress shown in the picture is known as, and it is a traditional dress of. Yes. So the dress given here, the name of this dress is what is known as kimono, right? So the dress shown in the picture, kimono, is a traditional dress of Japan, right? And a traditional dress of Japan. So kimono and Japan. C is the correct answer. Refer to the given picture of water cycle, which labeled process is responsible for flooding in rivers. Okay, so first let us identify what are all the process. So we have P, Q, R and S. Yes, which is labeled with some letters P, Q, R and S. So first let us identify what is the process like P, Q, R and S. So P, yes, P we know that is P is evaporation only, right? Evaporation. And Q, that is water, the water vapor that is cooling down. Yes, that is condensation. And when the clouds become heavy, they are falling down are as rain, snow, they are what is known as precipitation. R is precipitation, and S is the water is through the pores, through the gaps in the soil, the water is entering down, right, underground. So that is infiltration. Yes. So here the question is, which process is responsible for flooding in rivers? So when the flood will happen due to the raining, heavy rain, right? Due to heavy rain. So that process is what is known as precipitation only, right? R. That is precipitation is causing the flooding in rivers. So the correct answer is option B, that is R. Next, we are in the achiever section. Yes, okay. So study the given classification chart and select the option that correctly identifies any three among P, Q, R, and S. We have to identify only three out of these four. Four letters are here. So let us find out what are they first. Okay, so it's an animal and here has three stages of life cycle, has four stages of life cycle. Okay, let us see which animal has got three stages of life cycle and four stages. Okay, here three stages of life cycle, they lay eggs on land and lay eggs in water. Correct. So here, which lays eggs on land means what? So here B can be what? It can be cockroach, right? Cockroach has three stages of life cycle and also it lays eggs on land only. Cockroach, and which lays eggs in water. Yes. So and three stages. So that can be a frog or a fish. Correct. And here four stages of life cycle and which lays on eggs on land. Okay, so that can be a butterfly or a housefly, right? That can be a butterfly or a housefly. And here S, four stages of life cycle and lays eggs in water. So that can be mosquitoes. Correct. So we have to identify the correct answer from here, right? So here out of these option, first one is duck, housefly and fish. That cannot be our option. And second one here, the mosquito, housefly and cockroach. Q cannot be the mosquito, right? Yes, that is also wrong. Here fish, hen and duck, also that is not wrong. Okay, so here we can see P cockroach. Yes, P can be cockroach. R can be butterfly, that is also correct. And S can be mosquito, four stages of life cycle. Yes, that is also correct, right? So option D is the correct answer. Next, study the given table and identify X, Y, and Z. Yes, so this tick means yes and cross means no. Okay, so let us identify. First has chlorophyll. grows in soil poor in nitrogen, absorb food from other living plants, absorb food only from dead and decaying matter. Okay, let us identify which type of plants are this. Okay, so here from this table we can see that X has, yes, here first one X has chlorophyll, right? Yes, and it grows in here. These are the characteristics of S. Okay, so X has chlorophyll and it grows in soil poor in nitrogen. Correct. Yes, so there are chances that X can be a insectivorous plant like some plants like sundew, right? Out of these options, we have like sundew plant, right? So sundew is a plant which has chlorophyll and also it grows in soil poor in nitrogen because they want to get that nitrogen. So they will trap their insects to get sufficient nitrogen, correct? So that can be some plants, insectivorous plants. Yes, and here Y, here you can see only one tick here. That is no has chlorophyll, no. Grow in soil, poor in nitrogen, no. Absorb food from other living plants, yes, that is true only. So that can be a parasitic plant. Parasitic plant means what? They will may not make their food, they will depend on other plants for their food. So here out of this option, dodar plant, yes, dodar is a parasitic plant only. They will depend on other plants for their food. Correct. So that can be dodar, yes, there is a chance. And here said absorbs food only from dead and decay matter. So that can be a fungi. Yes, that can be a fungi, right? So they are absorbing nutrients from dead and decaying matter. Yes, so fungi here, mushroom is a fungi. Correct. So here first cannot be our option, right? Yes, because dodder, mold and pitcher plant, no. Here also this cannot. Here said is correct about mushroom, but here why that is not a parasitic plant. So that also not matches our option. Here pitcher plant, sundew, dodder. No, this cannot be our option. Yes, option D is the correct answer because sundew insectivorous, dodder is a parasitic plant, and mushroom is a fungi. Yes, so D is the correct answer. Next one. Three dry soil samples of different types of soil, WXY of equal weight, 10 gram each, were taken in three separate beakers with a hole at the bottom, and 100 ml of water were poured over of them. These soil samples were then allowed to stand for some time and then weighed again. Their weight after wetting were recorded as shown in the given table. Which of the following soil samples is most suitable for making idols? So here we have three types of soil, W, X, and Y, right? So first, initially we take all 100 grams weight soil only, yes, all in an equal amount. Then what we did, 100 ml, we poured 100 ml of water. And at the bottom, there is a hole, correct? So the soil which does not have a water holding capacity, what will happen? Water will flow from they cannot hold the water. So the water will go through that hole, correct? Yes. So weight after weighting is given here 140 gram, 110 gram and 125 gram. Yes. So which is having the water holding capacity more for 140 gram, right? So weight after weighting is 140 gram. So this can be what type of soil is this? This can be clay soil only, right? Because after weighting that clay soil has got more water holding capacity. Correct. Yes. So here we can say that W, that is clay soil, has more water retention capacity. So it could be a clay soil. Yes. And here coming to Y. So the water retention capacity of Y is more than X. And so X and Y could be sandy and loamy soil. Yes. And here the question is, which soil is more suitable for making idols? So we can say that we can make idols using the clay soil only. Correct. So the correct answer is option B, W. Clay soil is more suitable. Correct? Yes. B is the correct answer. Next. The distance between the molecules of three different states P, Q, R of a substance X is in the given order, in the following order. P greater than Q greater than R. Yes. So the molecules distance are more in P and medium in Q and very less in R. Yes. So we know that we have three states of matter, right? Like solid, liquid and gas, right? So we know that the distance of the molecules, yes. So in the solid, it will be tightly packed. In the liquid, not as tightly as solid. And the gas, the molecules are very far apart only, right? So the distance is more means what? P can be what? P can be gas, correct? P can be gas because the molecules are very far apart. And medium, that Q can be what? Q can be liquid as well as R can be solid, correct? Yes. So the correct answer is option D. That is P can be gas, Q can be liquid, and R can be solid. Next. A block of wood was pulled across different surfaces as shown below. The force needed to pull the block across each surface was measured and recorded. How much force would have been needed to move the block across the marble floor? Yes. So here you can see a wooden block is there. Yes. And it is pulled across different surfaces. Okay. Let us see what are these surfaces. Sandpaper, marble floor, and also the newspaper. Three surfaces are given here, and the force needed to move the block is also recorded here. Sandpaper and newspaper is recorded as 21 and 16 units respectively. And we don't know what about the marble floor, that we have to find out using this data. Yes. So from this, according to this table, here the force needed to move the wooden block on sandpaper and the newspaper we know like 21 and 16. Correct. So the force which is needed to pull wooden block on marble floor will be what? Which will be very less as compared to the sandpaper and newspaper, right? So it should be a value which is less than 16 only, because we know that the marble, right? Marble will be very smooth. Marble floor means what? It is a smooth surface as compared to sandpaper and newspaper, right? So here also the force needed should be less than that of 21 units and 16 units. So from these options we have 22, no, because that is greater than 21. 18 also cannot be the answer. And 25 also cannot be answer. Yes, 13. Yes, 13 is which is less than 16 only. We know that the force should be less than like sandpaper and also the newspaper only, because marble surface is that is very smooth only. Yes, so the correct answer will be option D, 30 units.